Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ghosts of Scotland. Today we check out the borders. And a very quick apology for all of the mispronunciations I'm about to make in this video. Number 1. Pearlin Jean. Though no longer standing, Allenbank Hall has a fascinating story of a female spirit that used to haunt the building. Wearing a lacy dress, this spirit was nicknamed Pearlin Jean. Apparently she was seen so frequently that the owners of the building tried to have her exorcised several times, but the exorcisms were never successful. It's still believed that she haunts the site where the building once stood. One witness even saying that they encountered the spirit, and that they noticed her dress was covered in blood. Number 2. Parade of Romans. If you've watched any of my previous episodes of Ghosts of Scotland, you'll agree with me that sightings of Romans appear to be a common theme, as a parade of Romans has been seen by many witnesses to be marching along the road A6088, heading away from Chester's. Number 3. Voices. In the Cranshaw's parish church, a photographer was startled when they could hear footsteps walking up towards the door they were stood by, along with a child's voice saying, "Mum, I want to tell." The photographer opened the door to allow the persons to come through, to find that no one was on the other side of the door. Upon inspection, no one could be seen in the immediate vicinity. Number 4. Edwardian Woman. Visitors to the Manderston house in Duns have claimed to have seen the wife of Sir James Miller, her shade appearing as a misty figure wandering around the building. Number 5. Houndwood House. Houndwood House has an interesting entity that frequents the building, that has only been seen from the bottom down, as many visitors have claimed to have seen a pair of legs walking around with no upper body accompanying them. There is another spirit of a lady dressed in silk that has been seen on at least one occasion. The report goes on to say that she knocked on the door before entering the building and ascending the staircase, where she disappeared without a trace. Number 6. Lady Louisa Stuart. Although she passed away on the 4th of August 1851, that hasn't stopped Lady Louisa's spirit from being seen drifting around the grounds of Gatecrasher House in Innerleithen. Even in death, she couldn't stay away from her former home. Number 7. Hooded Gatecrasher. Though no longer standing, Jedburgh Castle has a story dating back to 1285. Apparently, during a wedding, a hooded figure manifested in front of bewildered guests. The longer the figure was there, the more detailed it became, though the face always remained as a skull. Many visitors to the castle believe the grounds to still be haunted to this day. Number 8. Laird on Horseback. The story goes that the Laird was murdered by a local witch. It is believed to be his spirit that has been seen on horseback to be wandering the areas around Little Dean Tower in Maxton. Another local story is of a woman that returned from the grave to ensure that her secret fortune was given to the landowner and a serving girl. Number 9. 2 Walking Women. On a particular field in Maxton, over the course of a century there were reports of 2 female figures that would be seen walking arm in arm before vanishing into nothingness. During repairs to a road in the area, 2 female skeletons were discovered. After this, there were no more sightings of the 2 girls. Number 10. Sir Walter Scott. In Melrose, it is believed by many that the spirit of novelist Sir Walter Scott has been seen gazing out of the dining room window of his former home at the Abbotsford House. It may be worth noting that in life Sir Walter Scott believed the property to be haunted by his former assistant, George Bullock. Number 11. Newly married. A report from a witness dating back to the 1970s noted as he watched two ghostly figures, both dressed in wedding attire, running through the forest in Peebles before vanishing without a trace. Number 12. Whispers. The marshlands to the east of Selkirk are apparently haunted by the spirits of people that have lost their lives due to the harsh conditions of the land. Some visitors to the area have reported hearing disembodied voices whispering by the water's edge. Number 13. Murdered women and children. Newark Castle in Selkirk is believed to be haunted by the women and children that lost their lives here by the hands of soldiers that besieged the castle. It is said that they can be heard once a year on the 13th of September. So if you happen to be visiting on the 13th of September, be sure to leave a comment below of your findings. Number 14. Dead Man's Shoes. Again in Selkirk, this report is one of the most fascinating ones that I've come across so far whilst doing these videos. The account comes from a local shoemaker who made a pair of shoes for a hooded figure. As the figure paid for the shoes, the shoemaker noticed maggots in the purse of the figure. The shoemaker decided to follow his customer in secret. He was shocked by what he saw, as the figure went to the nearby churchyard and vanished by a graveside. The shoemaker later returned with friends to dig up the grave, to find a rotting corpse wearing a brand new pair of shoes. I'd absolutely love for this story to be true. It would be pretty incredible if it was. Number 15. Preacher. The Dryburgh Abbey Hotel in St. Boswell's is believed to be haunted by the shade of a clergyman and a grey lady. In life, it is believed the two were having an affair, and the clergyman was killed by a jealous husband. The grey lady later took her own life, perhaps in an attempt to be with her deceased lover. The two figures have been seen by many witnesses since the start of the 1900s. That's all for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for future videos.